Hi everyone, this is Naina from Angelic Echoes. Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to touch on two questions that the angels want me to look at and answer for you. But before I go there, I'm also being guided to talk about Ascension. So it's going to be a quick conversation about Ascension. So I've been going through Ascension, I think before even the month of August started. It's been like literally 3 weeks of continuous ascension. I mentioned it 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, in that my symptoms were so severe. I couldn't even record videos. At that point in time, it started with severe headache and eye ache. My eye was paining, and I had like a sinus pain around my eye, and it was all on the left side of my head. And that continued for about 3 weeks, but it obviously got better in that the symptoms were less intense and severe over time, but it was still there. And when I tried to understand what was going on, obviously I have the Ascension deck, but I didn't look at this. I was trying to kind of use my intuition to understand what is happening, and obviously pull cards as well to understand why is this lasting as long as it is. And what I understood from the angels is that this is helping to bring your twin into alignment again with you once again, like to bring you and your twin into alignment and to align the energies. And it's also preparation for a coming together. But also it is an alignment within. So your energies within, your divine masculine and feminine energies within as well, which is reflected in your outer reality, as I've mentioned in my pick a pile video that I posted yesterday. And the other benefit of Ascension, so even though the symptoms are really, really severe, the other benefit of Ascension is that something that can take many lifetimes to reach. Because remember, when a soul is born, a soul is always looking to reach a new level of spiritual awakening and awareness. That is ultimately what we're born for. And as light workers, we come here to help others to ascend and to realize their light, which is also about a spiritual awakening, indirectly or directly. And your soul wants to continuously evolve and awaken spiritually to reach a point of enlightenment. And that is the that's why we take on many births, and there's many lifetimes as well. And the soul lessons that we learn through every birth, whether you're a twin flame or soulmate or any type of connection for that matter, is to help your soul to evolve and grow. And so when you go through Ascension, it kind of accelerates the process. So something that could take multiple lifetimes, you achieve that, like it's like a rapid shift in consciousness within yourself in one lifetime. So it's actually a blessing in disguise. It's really a spiritual blessing, even though the symptoms can be quite severe. It is a blessing. And so those were the symptoms that I was experiencing. And then obviously in this week it's been different. I've been experiencing like upper back, shoulder pains, etc. So then I pulled out the obviously Ascension deck, and I've also asked the angels to guide me to what is it that collectively you could be going through as well, that you need to know about, that could help you to understand what symptoms you could be experiencing. And know that the divine masculine is, I think, going through Ascension as well. Maybe not all of your divine masculines, but some of them would be. So you could also be feeling what they're feeling. But these are some of the key things I wanted to discuss here. And obviously you can call on Archangel Raphael to help you to relieve or ease the symptoms. And that's what I had to do all the time. I really had to call on the angels for help because it was becoming so unbearable. I could not even focus on work. But I knew it was for the greater good. It was an answer to prayers, and it was also for the greater good of my soul. And it was actually helping me, from a bigger picture sense. So this here is obviously shoulders. So you could also have shoulder pain, which speaks about obviously burdens, carrying burdens and feeling overwhelmed. Carrying the weight of the world and needing to cut cords of fear and give any struggle to heaven to feel a release. So if you got too much on your plate as well, you could be feeling shoulders. But I think I'm feeling this because I'm feeling my divine masculine, the burdens that he's carrying. So you could be feeling this as well. This could even come across as like an upper back pain, or like sort of like off-center upper back pain as well. And then we've got a heart chakra activation. And I know some of you could be feeling this because I have kind of like this palpitation now and then. It's not constant, but it's now and then, which is basically an heart chakra activation that is taking place to prepare to give and receive in love, which is again a preparation for coming together with your twin. And it's obviously, to give and receive love in its purest forms, simple, unconditional, and true love. Slow down and accept the process. Affirm I'm safe and breathe through any discomfort. So I'm reading the message here. But this is about, obviously, a heart chakra activation for you and your twin to be able to embrace the love between each other, open up to the love, and obviously give and receive love in its purest form. And then you could be struggling with gas, okay, in your bowels or tummy. And this is about, feeling like wanting to create but lacking the motivation to do so, or lacking the courage to act on it. So you're holding yourself back because you fear that you do not have enough time. So this is about not having enough time to get through what you want to do, and you're feeling demotivated or uninspired, and not acting on what you want to do, and or not having the courage to act on it. So you could be feeling bloated or having a lot of gas that you could be struggling with, or your twin could be having that and you could be feeling that. And this is about also the back, okay? So this is the back in general, not focusing on upper and lower. I think the upper back is more about financial concerns, so that could even be something some of you could be experiencing. This is about the back in general. So this is about worries and concerns about stability in the future. Trust that God is your God is your source, and your life is divinely guided and protected. Okay, so this is about obviously worrying about the future, but you need to call on the angels and God for support. And once you let go of the fear, obviously these symptoms will release. They will release. However, in my case, when I had the sinus headache, I could not actually attribute it to anything in particular other than an alignment between my divine masculine and I. Yes, an eye pain can also be something that you don't like what you're seeing, and there wasn't anything specific that I could really pinpoint at that point in time. So it could even be that I was feeling my twin. But when you kind of understand why something's happening, and you surrender to faith and trust and believe in the higher power, and you're divinely guided and protected, the symptoms should ease as well. You could even be having voice problems because your twin could be struggling to communicate, or where you're feeling misunderstood or they're feeling misunderstood, where you can't really speak because you're struggling to speak your truth. So you must write down thoughts and feelings until communication is restored if you're struggling to communicate. And you can also be experiencing like a nausea or vomiting. You could be even vomiting, or they could be vomiting, where because of fear of being rejected, or like rejecting what is experienced because of fear as well. So this is like an immediate gut reaction. So this will obviously help with meditation and breath work for the nausea to pass. And the last one we have here is the Achilles heel, feeling powerless and vulnerable, like something or someone has power over you. So this is about your ankle, pain in the ankle, where you're feeling someone or something has power over you. This is illusion. The only person with that kind of power in your life is you. So take back your power and remember who you are. Rise like the warrior that you are and embrace your wonderful future. So these are the ascension symptoms that you could potentially be going through. So call on Archangel Raphael to help you with that. So I want to bring in two cards, which is what's working for the connection and what is being released. These are the two questions we're going to answer in this video. And I want to keep it simple. So I'm only bringing in two decks of cards because the readings get too long. And then, I would like you to obviously watch the full video and reading. So I'm bringing in two decks of cards, which is the Tarot de la Nuit and the Twin Flames Answers and Illumination Oracle. So we're going to find out what's working for the connection and what is being released. And I'm feeling like I should not even do divine masculine feminine. I think I should just ask what is working for the connection and what is being released. So thank you, angels. What is working for the connection? What do we need to know? What is working for the connection and what is being released? What is being released? Thank you. And let's go here. What is working for the connection and what is being released? Let's see what the angels want us to know. Thank you, angels. So let's start with what's working for the connection. Okay. So clearly what's working is prayer. So your twin and you praying is definitely helping the connection to move forward, because prayer always works and prayers are always answered. So prayer is definitely working, to be able to move the connection forward, because when you pray with sincerity, your prayers are never unheard. It still, though, will manifest in divine timing, but prayer is also like setting an intention. You're putting an intention out into the universe, and you're affirming it with a lot of emotion and focus and intensity, which amplifies the intention as well. And we've got your redirection, because obviously there's a redirection happening. So this could even be that you focusing on yourself, divine feminine, which is helping the connection to move forward. That's what I'm feeling here. And you focusing on yourself is also forcing your twin to do the same. They're redirecting their energy and thoughts away from their karmic situation onto you. So the redirection is definitely helping and working. So I feel this is redirection in you doing the work, which is helping your divine masculine to do the same. Redirection of energy, focus, and them also focusing on themselves, redirecting their energy towards themselves versus others around them as well. That's also helping the connection. And obviously we've got the wheel here, and the wheel is about destiny and things turning in your favor and things turning around. So your prayer is helping to turn things around, and your twin flame is also praying for help, which is helping to shift things around. So destiny is coming into play, fate is playing, things are turning in your favor because prayer is being answered. And this is bringing about a redirection. So that's what's working for the connection. I want to bring in an additional deck for this though. So thank you, angels. What else do we need to know? What's working for the connection? Wow. Okay, that's great. What else is working for the connection? Great. So we've got here, okay, wow. So yeah, I feel that you in your power. That's what I was saying here. You, divine feminine, working on yourself, knowing your power is helping to redirect things. So you standing in your power, you know what you want and willing to do what it takes. You've got this. So you are in your power. And this is obviously guiding your twin to want to speak their truth. And that's what's helping, things to shift forward. And this is about coming together. So this is about reconciliation. And this is about making up for things and sorting things out. So what's working for the connection is the energy, the energy is moving towards a reconciliation and coming back together. That's what's working. So what the angels are also meaning by what's working is not only the work you're doing, but what's actually happening right now that is working for the connection. So there's a coming back together happening right now, because you are in your power, divine feminine, and this is making your twin wanting to come forward to you and speak their truth, to be able to bring about a coming together and a reconciliation, and to make it official. How's this for beautiful cards? Okay, so we've got here obviously you standing in your power is motivating and inspiring your twin to speak their truth about what they feel about you, gaining the courage to do so that you can come back together and make things right and sort things out to bring about a sacred union. So choosing to make it official, and this is a lifelong commitment. Could be marriage or just a lifelong commitment, but this is leading to a sacred path. So this is what's actually happening in the connection right now. This is what is so your prayer is bringing about, you and your twin prayers bring about this redirection of the cards I've just mentioned, because things are turning in your favor and destiny is coming into play. So let's see what's being released. Let's see what's being released. Okay, so we've got here what is being released, and I just want to turn all the cards over because I find it easier to understand what the angels are saying. So what is being released is fear. Fear is being released because we've got the confidence card. This is about confidence, bravery, courage, confidence, and victory. So what is being released is fear and not feeling good enough, not feeling worthy. That's being released because both you and your twin are gaining confidence, and this is also a sign of victory. This is about power, gaining power, confidence, and this is a sign of a successful, victorious outcome, and achieving victory, meaning triumph over fears and ego. So the ego is being released, is what I'm feeling here, is what the angels are saying. So this is what's being released now. This could even be between now and the next full moon. So this is what's being released, which is the ego. And yeah, look at here, we've got divine masculine power. So again, we've got here the power, which is about gaining confidence. So the divine masculines are stepping into their power. So what's being released is this fear, doubt, and insecurities. That's what's being released because they are stepping into their confidence and power. And this is going to bring about a reunion, and we've got your marriage. And how is this for parent guidance and synchronicity with the angels? Wow, I love the angels. I must tell you that. And we've got you the promise of marriage and reunion. So this is about the stag and the promise of that commitment and union and reunion and marriage. And this is synchronous with the cards I've just showed you, where, we had here coming back together, okay, which is with the reunion. We've also got here the sacred path, which is marriage and commitment. And this is the promise of that. That's what's happening now. So what's being released is fear, doubt, insecurities, and the karmic partner. That's what I'm also feeling here. So I feel that even the masks are falling off, and karmic entanglements are also being released because they're gaining the confidence and courage to release those and be able to be authentic. And this is they're stepping into their power. The divine masculine stepping into their power. So thank you so much for watching. Isn't this powerful? Hope you've enjoyed this reading. Please give me a thumbs up. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I would truly, greatly appreciate your support. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Have a lovely evening or day wherever you are. Namaste. Bye.